Ryoko dies, leaving her husband to raise their son alone. And then we jump into the future a bit.
He's Aoyama and the son is Shigehiko, right?
Yeah, well, Aoyama is the family name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Shigeharu then is his first name.
Yes. And so the son is now a teenage boy, and they're fishing in the ocean. And they're fishing for, I guess, like bass or something.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about women.
There's this really funny moment with the fishing where Shigehiko catches a fish and then he just like comes out and declares, "I prefer girls to fish."
He's right.
Yeah. He says, because his dad's talking about like how big the fish he's going to catch is. And he says, "I prefer real girls to imaginary big fish."
Owned.
Yeah, he is owning his dad here. But as he says this, his dad is like, his rod is sort of like taken by like an unexpected prey, right? And it's getting like sort of like, thrown around with the hook on the end. And he finally reels in this large sea bream that's too large for both of them to eat. At this point, I'm thinking of the Lars von Trier movie Nymphomaniac, which opens with a sequence called The Complete Angler, which makes a series of like very unsubtle parallels between angling and like sex. And this is a movie that's in part a sexual horror.
Both involve a lot of hooks. What?
It's more about seduction and how the qualities that sort of like require, like the qualities required of an angler are also those required to like seduce a stranger.
What? Stand in a lot of rubber up to your tits in water in the cold in Scotland?
Yep.
It's always worked for
Your
me.
dad is there. Like what?
Yeah, you don't make a lot of noise in case you scare them off. That's
Patience, be prepared, have a fun hat.
Yeah. The idea of like luring, stuff like this, there's
spin
stuff,
shiny
there's
thing. I don't know. I've done a lot of fishing and a lot of seduction, and never have I thought to overlap the two.
be raising Jason Bourne, things of this nature.
Yeah.
And then when they go to dinner, the son does bring up the fact. He goes, "Did you know that sea bream can change sex?" And my notes say,
Yeah, he looks at this fish and he's like,
"She's transsexual."
Because he goes, yeah, all sea bream change gender. They start out as male and then they change to like hermaphroditic and then male or female again.
That would have been such an unexpected twist to Finding Nemo. If Marlin finds Nemo at the end and Nemo's changed gender, like that would, and like Nemo actually ran away to secure this because he didn't think Marlin would accept her. Like,
well, of course, Nemo being the last survivor means that he would come female and mate with his dad in the wild, which is a shame, but that is how it would go.
Finding Shimo? I don't know. Never mind.
Finding Shimo? Okay.
We'll workshop it.
It's pretty good. But yeah, so he says, that no, this fish is female. And his dad's like,
Serving fish.
What? I would never have guessed. I don't know. He even says like we took out its ovaries, dude. and yeah, it is serving fish. It passes.
If it went for the tattoo, I wouldn't have known.
and he says, yeah, no, I don't know much about ovaries. His son, as we have established, is autistic, right? Not explicitly, but he's just like, very interested in the reproductive systems of fish.
Yeah, he's also very interested in dinosaurs.
Yes.
There are various...
We'll get to the fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah, various points where he just goes, time to go and look at dinosaurs for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. But he's also, the reason why I say he's autistic is that he's also very, like, blunt with his dad in a fairly misogynistic way, where he's like, yeah, you look like shit. You need to remarry and, like, get a woman to take care of you again. And he just walks out, just leaves him to do the dishes. Clearly this, like, plants a seed, because Ayama goes to see his worst friend and possibly only friend.
Yes. I hate this guy.
Yoshikawa, he's a movie producer.
They have this conversation about how he's going to get remarried.
First of all, there's an interesting little moment where they're in the cocktail bar being like lonely dudes. There's a group of women at the table over, and they're laughing and happy. And then these two guys that look over and they call them stupid because they're happy in public.
Yeah. Yoshikawa goes like, where are all the nice girls? Japan's finished.
It's just like two middle-aged men drinking, they're smoking at the bar, they're listening to gentle piano. It's like shot from a low angle. I'm like, just kiss. Don't you see? You're on a date right now. You could do this.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, as they're talking very like commercially, very transactionally about the qualities that this woman should have, they frame all of the long shots here with a woman sitting at the end of the bar, and neither of them even notice her.
Yes.
And it's really striking that none of them seem to notice women around them at all. They have an imaginary woman that they want. That is obedient, is like accomplished but not too accomplished, and reality is going to have to sort of like bend to make way for that.
So Yoshikawa proposes this idea. It's like, well, where are we going to find this ideal woman? And Yoshikawa's like, oh, we should hold an audition because that's the title of the movie.
Yeah, that's what he says.
And he says, look, I've got this script for a romance movie, and we're going to be auditioning for the female lead. And what we'll do is we'll change it around and we'll say, she needs to have like this age range and like these skills, like plays the piano or something. We'll basically, we'll say that the lead role is your ideal woman. Yeah. We won't let you date whoever gets the part because, in fact, he has some reason for this. He's like, well...
his reason for this is great. He's like... First of all, she wouldn't be interested in you. Like the leading woman, she wouldn't be interested in you. She wouldn't be the marrying type. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Shigo comes in and he's like, dinosaurs, and leaves again.
He's brought a girl home.
He runs rings around his dad by going,
he does.
I saw a girl who looked pretty, so I spoke to her. and now she's at home with me.
What? She's in the house now, actually. It's
that's
so
true.
easy,
Yeah.
dude.
His son's just getting mad pussy. Like... His son's like, look, if you just became a femboy, like that's what's in now. You could get mad pussy by becoming a femboy, Dad.
We'll get to his son getting pussy in a minute, right?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So he sets up the audition. Then he goes outside and he sees his son with a teenage girl of his age, the bad bitch he pulled by being autistic. And
just talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah, talking about
Straight
dinosaurs
up.
sitting on the floor. And it's it's quite childlike. And what he does is he tries to like set his son up because he like takes the beagle out for a long walk, like a suspiciously long walk.
Yeah, and it gives his son like an okay sign and a wink, and his son's like, yeah, man.
This is the thing, right? This is ostensibly sweet, but I find it quite gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's odd, right? Because the son has not expressed an interest in that. Like anything sexual, he's just talked to a pretty girl. Like it's like quite a childlike romance almost. And then like he's like, go on, like doing the like filthy old man gesture through the door as he leaves.
Ganbate, yeah. He's making his son like see women like he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna get back and they're gonna be watching Jurassic Park 5 feet apart. Like, that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know. You can't understate the autistic dinosaur Riz. Like if.
It's true.
Because she'd be doing the like, babe, I'm so horny, please fuck me meme, and he'd be like, well, Iguanodon. Originally, they thought that the spikes were on its forehead.
That's true.
Yeah,
they found one. They thought it was on the tip of the nose.
God damn it! Now I'm falling for it. Yeah, it just like, but yeah. So he like sort of sets them up like this, and it's like really weird and unpleasant. He goes home. He has dinner with his son. And he's like, oh, by the way, what happened to that girl? And his son says some themes of the movie to him, where he says, yeah, she's not exactly what she seems. She's complex. I'm scared of women.
Yes, this is verbatim.
I mean, it's not subtle, but like he's this is just like a less mannered version of his dad, right? And I like that everything with this girl happened off screen. Like, whatever it was, like, Aoyama is not privy to that. He just left. He just set it up. He tried to, like, put it in the direction he expected, and then he left. And now his son's like, yeah, I don't know. Women are frightening.
Yeah, he asked her her favorite dinosaur. She said pterodactyl. He was like, get out.
He's like, fuck off.
That's not a dinosaur. Fuck off.
Ichthyosaur? What are you fucking...
So he's like, get married. When you do, choose someone who cooks better than our maid. And I'm like, you little shit.
To kill this guy.
The way his son leaves the scene is he says, anyway, I've got to go. I want to be on my computer. A new dinosaur has just been discovered that could be even older than an Egoraptor. And I was like, that's crazy. That guy's been on new grounds for ages.
Everything's just gone to shit.
New dinosaur just dropped.
New dinosaur dropped.
So then he goes home, and his dinosaur son is like, "You're happy because you met a woman."
I'm happy because velociraptors.
Yeah,
he is looking at dinosaurs again online.
Yeah,
during this scene, he's never doing anything else.
He notes that that she's like closer to my age, but like in a kind of positive way.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, okay, well, what's happening with this? And what's happening is that Ayama is taking her on a vacation, and he is going to propose to her there before she has met his son.
Yeah, they're fucking fast for that, innit?
Yeah, it's like 4 dates.
Yeah. Yeah, this woman like approaches the house and like it's filmed first person, beast mode. She like really, really zeroes in on the photo of his wife on his desk. Right,
that'll get you. I mean, this is completely on him. That's a fault. Why did you have that picture up? You shouldn't be looking for a new wife when you've got...
Why did you say, in a sort of conversational way, why did you promise to love no one but her?
Yeah. I mean, you have a son. Like, you got to know that's in there already as well.
Why did you indulge that?
To be fair, I don't think that he expected her to break into his house.
Well, maybe he should have done. It's called feminism.
Like,